welcome back to the Lock Around the Clock for the 2011 season. And more importantly, welcome back 2011 season football. It was a little scary there with that lockout, huh? What do you think? Anyway, we are ready to kick off. We are ready to kick off Thursday because we can't even wait till Sunday. Isn't that awesome? Thursday night football, a little taste, a little something, a little nugget to bite into. Because you know what? College football isn't until Saturday, and in college football, Saturday kind of gets you through into Sunday. So when you wake up Sunday morning, it's just like Christmas morning. You're sitting there running downstairs. You want to get your lineups together for fantasy. You want to get your picks ready for football. You don't have time to do everything, so all you got to do is watch this video, and I will instruct you on what to do starting with Thursday night. How's that sound? Because last year I kicked some serious ass, made some great money. You know it because you followed me, and you're here again watching this video for this year. So let's start off with the Thursday night game between Green Bay and New Orleans. Green Bay is laying 4 points at home, only 4, and that's because everybody thinks that New Orleans is going to be that great, and they are a good team, and they do have some good players, but they have a little bit of transition. They have some players like Colston, who's still hurt, Lance Moore, who gets the ball every other couple games, it seems. They got a little bit of a struggle now at running back. Who do we play? Do we play Ingram? Do we play Pierre Thomas? Some things that aren't as settled in Green Bay. Green Bay is back almost 100%. Jermichael Finley's back healthy. Greg Jennings. Don Driver is just ageless. The guy just keeps going on. Great possession receiver. And Aaron Rodgers, of course, along with that defense with Matthews and Woodson. They're going to be tough. They're going to be solid on both sides of the ball. A lot of people think that this is going to be a high-scoring event based on the two teams. Not. It's going to be a pretty low-scoring affair. But look for Green Bay to cover this game minus the 4 on that opening kickoff night, Thursday. Now let's get to the Sunday Lock Around the Clock. And we got bonus this week. We got Thursday and we got Monday. I'm going to give them to you. Well, I gave you Thursday. I'm going to give you Monday. But let's get into the Sunday Lock Around the Clock because that's what we have every Sunday. The Lock Around the Clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, lock. But this week we got some bonus picks. So let's start off with the 1 o'clock lock this Sunday. 1 o'clock lock features the Tennessee Titans getting 2 versus Jacksonville in a stadium that otherwise isn't fit for a beast or anybody because there's nobody at that stadium. Jacksonville just cut and dumped David Garrard. They're going with Cade McNown, who got cut by the Raiders last year, and all of a sudden he's starting. Yeah, they have MJD, but he's really not the toad of the team. And Tennessee, to be honest with you, they don't look that great either, except they do have Matt Hasselbeck as their quarterback, which will steady that team. Chris Johnson will be there. The rest of the offensive line will be there, which was pretty good. Good enough to get it done against Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a tough defensive team, but offensively, I just don't see where it's going to happen. Mercedes Lewis is going to be receiving balls from a guy who really can't get the ball downfield. I've seen him play Cade McNown, not really impressed. Saw him with the Raiders, not really impressed. Seen him before with Arizona. Luke McCown, rather. I'm sorry, not Cade. Luke McCown, not a good quarterback. I got to put the ball in Hasselbeck's hands because he will probably take this and win this game, him and Chris Johnson, and their defense, which is always good in Tennessee. I know it's the first year without Fisher, but I do look for Tennessee to win this game on the road because Tennessee wears white and blue, and half of that stadium, I know it's in Jacksonville, will be in blue tarps because guess what? Jacksonville just doesn't draw. There's no home crowd feeling there. Take Tennessee. Take the 2 points. I know it's as exciting as the controversy of quarterbacks in Washington between John Beck and Grossman. I mean, we were all waiting for the outcome of that, like we were waiting to hear if Weird Al Yankovic and Corey Feldman were going to be in a draw as a lead role in a throwback 80s skiing movie coming out. It's that exciting, people. It's not really that exciting. Take Tennessee. Take the 2 points. Take it to the bank. 4 o'clock lock. You want the 4 o'clock lock? I'll give you the 4 o'clock lock. 4 o'clock lock is between San Fran and Seattle. San Fran, I know, is not that great. I know both of these teams duked it out at the end of last season to see who can go into the playoffs with a losing record, which was obviously Seattle. But that Seattle team was much different last year than they are this year. Tavares Jackson is their quarterback. And I know Sidney Rice is there. Like they had some sort of magic working over in Minnesota before they got there, but they had nothing. It's like bringing a failed magic act. You know what I'm saying. It's going to be a horrible game. It's going to be a bad game to watch. It's going to be a horrible game to even exhibit. You're going to have poor teams playing on both sides between Alex Smith, who actually he's going to look like a Pro Bowler compared to DeForest Jackson. Look for Vernon Davis to get in the end zone. Frankie Gore to have a great game. Crabtree probably won't be playing, but Braylon Edwards will, and he is my sleeper wide receiver this year. So watch out. Anyway, San Fran is giving 5.5 to Seattle. They might as well be giving 15.5 because I don't think Seattle, even with Marshawn Lynch, is going to put up 10 points this game. Look for San Fran to look like they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but that's because they're playing Seattle at home. Take San Fran minus the 5.5. It's your 4 o'clock lock. Now, the 8 o'clock lock features the Jets and the Cowboys. Both teams I just really can't stand, but I got to pick one of them because it's my 8 o'clock lock. Well, the over looks good because, yes, even though these teams have defenses, and I know Dallas has now Rob Ryan, which is Rex Ryan's stomach-busting brother, but believe it or not, that's not going to change this team. The defensive players that they have there really aren't that good. Tony Romo is a good offensive player. I think you're going to look at between Romo and Sanchez trying out some of their new weapons. I know the Jets have a nice defense, and I know Rex Ryan praises his defense, but I think there's going to be the offensive display of the night. I don't like either team, like I said, but I do like the over, which is 40.5. Look for this game to be like a 31-24 game. Couldn't tell you who's going to win because I really could care less. But take the points, take the over the 40.5. It's a lock. That's my 8 o'clock lock of the night on Sunday. Now, Monday night, we got a double-heading Monday night game. One of them is going to start at 7, one of them is going to start at 10:15, which actually is going to probably start at 20 to 11. And halftime will be around 12:30. And since obviously I'm a Raider fan and the Raiders are playing the AFC West Denver Broncos, I will be up with toothpicks in my eyes watching this game until about 2:30. However, I'm going to give you the outcome early. Take the Raiders. The Raiders are getting +3 on the road in Denver. Last year they hung 59 points on them in Denver. So look for not that same production. But who's got the better team? Well, McFadden and Bush I will take over Knowshon Moreno. And the leftover from McGahee. McGahee was a guy that didn't start ahead of Ray Rice for a reason. He's not that good. He's a goal line vulture and probably will be for Moreno. Look for him to get limited action. He's a couple knee surgeries. I think he's just a couple years past his prime, a lot of mileage. Knowshon Moreno is going to be the guy there. But I guess against the Raider defense is what I'm saying. They will be stopping the run with Rolando McClain. Look for Seymour. Look for those guys to get after Orton and after the quarterback. Tebow will be a no-show. He'll never even make the field. And if he does, I don't think it'll be for long. The Raiders are going to eat them up on defense. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Raider fan. It's because the Broncos defense is not that good. Their offense really isn't that good. Defensively, I don't know what they're going to do, but I can tell you this. The Raiders are poised and ready to win this game. Campbell is in his second year with this offense. This is the first time for him to be with the same coordinator who is now the head coach and the same system on the same team. He's got some familiar receivers that are coming back. Look for Hayward Bay, believe it or not. I know I'm not saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Hayward Bay has looked impressive throughout camp and preseason. Denarius Moore could be the X factor in this whole thing. Just look for the Raiders here to take the 3 points, to win it outright. The 3 is going to be the bonus on top. And that is your Monday night final lock for the opening week. Next week we'll return Friday night for the Sunday games. And as always, here you will catch the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock lock is brought to you by me, Gino T, from Gino Palooza Productions. Go to GinoPalooza.com for more information. And stay tuned because every week you will get locks presented to you live on tape. Make sense? Anyway, it will when you're bringing home the money. So take that lock, all those locks, take it to the bank, take it to your book, and until week 2, you take it easy.